Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're gonna take a look at my favorite team to climb in the Go Battle League for this season. This team is of course around Morpeko. If you saw the video there uploaded over a week ago where I talked about my top 10 teams that I played, this is definitely my favorite team that I played this season. I have had so much great success with it. It is quite decently easy to build because it's 2 Community Day Pokemon that are also, generally speaking, quite widely available, especially, for example, Superior is currently even spawning, like the pre-evolution. Talonflame is a Pokemon that you have to have for the Go Battle League currently. It's one of the best anti-mana Pokemon. The only a little bit more difficult Pokemon at the current time at least to get is Morpeko. Morpeko is going to be quite difficult. There are other options as well if you want to run, I think something like the Dunsparce would work here, if you want to run something different. But I really like Morpeko. It's not currently the best Pokemon for the current meta, I have to say. I feel like there were metas where this Pokemon was a little bit better. But still one of the best Pokemon that you can currently run. And so yeah, today we're going to take a look at this team here. This team was absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend you to give it a try. I did 3 sets with this team. I only went positive with this team. I think a total of 11 and 4 or something. So yeah, this team was absolutely amazing. As always, when I play it, I always go positive. Like, this is my main climbing team because what my climbing teams also kind of have to be is fun, and this team is fun. You have 2 Pokemon that can boost themselves. You don't have like crazy bulky Pokemon. You don't have the Pokemon that you always see every single day. So it's a cool team. I'm not saying that this is a spicy team by any means. Like, it is a great climbing team. Like, it's a bit difficult to climb quite high with just spice, but like, it's not like the top tier Pokemon of the current meta. Like, still Superior is most likely one of the better Pokemon in the current meta. Talonflame is one of the better Pokemon, but you don't see them every single battle. Like, you see Diggersby, you see even Malamar kind of often, you see Toxapex kind of often in the plain format, not so much in the Show 6 Pick 3 format. You see so many Pokemon that are not really on this team here. And also we're going to have here Talonflame with Flame Charge, which is also kind of unique. Most people are running Brave Bird, but I really enjoy Flame Charge, and I have to say Flame Charge helped me so much in today's video. This move was really, really good. And you see it here already, for example. We're going to be boosted up. We're going to be able to now knock them kind of low at least here with the Fly, because 2 Flies are going to do a lot of damage. And there's still have to take another one. And this is going to be great. I think it's even a CMP tie here, which would be really good for us as well. They are going to go for the CMP tie, which is great. And now we are going to have Morpeko, which has a guaranteed tiny energy lead here at least. And they're going to have the Azumarill in the back. We could go straight for the Aura Wheel, but what I decided to do is I decided to try to catch a move. It did not work out, but what we see here is that we can get quite a lot of fast move pressure in. And let's see here on why I like the Morpeko so much. Look at the damage output. Knocking out an Azumarill from this range is, even with a super effective hit, quite difficult. But Morpeko can easily do that, and we can move on to the next opponent. This is an amazing lead for us, but they swap out into a Pokemon that I really don't like. The Drapion is coming in here against us. This Pokemon is going to be quite a bit of a difficult one for us to deal with. We're going to be able to, let the Aqua Tail go through. We're going to be quite low with that already, but we can go for our Flame Charge next, which is going to allow us to get the shield from the opponent. We can go for another fast move and use our own shield. And here is where I make a ginormous mistake, which we will see here as well. I decide to not go for another charge move. I decide to try to go for the full farm down. What I didn't know is that they actually survive with exactly 1 HP. I should have went for a charge move there. I would have been still guaranteed to realign because of them winning with 1 HP. I would have been able to guarantee win the battle as well with the Pokemon that they had in the back. This was a mistake of mine there. Like, if I just went for the Flame Charge, even after the 2 Incinerates where they had 1 HP, I would have won this battle. And that's quite unfortunate because, again, like, I would have been guaranteed to win this battle there, and like, this would have been then a 12 and 3 or something with this team. And that's the thing as well. Not all the battles I'm losing because of I'm getting hard-walled or the team having like this big weakness. This team has one big weakness, by the way, which you can talk about as well a little bit. But yeah, mainly I lose because of my own mistakes. By the way, if I sound a little bit weird, I think after the London trip I'm a little bit sick, just like a cold or something, so maybe my voice sounds a bit different. If it doesn't, just ignore what I just said. But I just hope it doesn't get worse, because tomorrow we're very likely going to get the new season reveal. We're very likely going to get, we're definitely going to get the, what's called presentation for the Pokemon Presents there, which is going to be very interesting, and I'm definitely going to cover a lot tomorrow. I will be busy at my working desk tomorrow for sure, and do a lot of stuff for you on the channel, so I hope that I'm going to be fine for tomorrow at least, but I'm not feeling too bad currently, so hopefully it's going to be okay. But anyway, we're going to see the Azumarill on the back, and you might think, oh, wait, is he going to go for the bait move here? We have 2 Pokemon with super effective fast moves. We still have a shield left. We know that an Ice Beam doesn't knock out our Superior, so it doesn't really matter what we're gonna do here. We're gonna win no matter what we're gonna do. I decide to go for a shield here. And even if they're gonna knock me out here, which they really want to do, I still have nearly a full health or superior. So like, there is no point really of, yeah, risking maybe even a harder hitting charge or anything. Like, I would have won no matter what was happening in there. Again, I'm kind of upset a little bit still about the one game that I lost. Here's an interesting play. Here is going to be the Quillfish coming in. The Quillfish is going to be a Pokemon that is quite rarely seen. Is more flexible than, for example, the other Pokemon here, the Toxapex. Has the same typing, of course, but it has the Awkward Tail plus also Ice Beam coverage, which is kind of cool. So it's an interesting, unique Pokemon, but it's not really, generally speaking, considered being a great Pokemon because of the lack of bulk for this thing. And we're actually gonna let the move go through here, which hopefully is going to work out fine for us. But yeah, are you excited for the Pokemon present tomorrow? I'm really excited, to be fair. Like, we only get a new game that is gonna get shown there for sure with the Legend Z to A, which is gonna be a very interesting game, which also then again impacts Pokemon Go. Like, that's the thing as well. The main series games has such a big impact on Pokemon Go and Pokemon Go on the main series games, because basically what is Pokemon Go in the current franchise there, it is basically a game to tie over between the different kind of main series games. So basically Pokemon Go helps with promoting main series games, so we're gonna get very likely some new Pokemon immediately when the new game gonna get released, like some regional form, maybe a new Mega Evolution that is only going to be released in the new games. We are actually gonna get new Mega Evolutions for the first time in like 12 years or something, so that's going to be exciting. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for the Pokemon Presents. Definitely going to watch it and definitely going to make some content towards it as well then later on. Anyway, next opponent here. Great lead for us. We have the Steelix, who actually kind of showed maybe went for the charge move a little bit earlier, because what they have here is not what I expected. It's going to be the Breaking Swipe. It's going to drop out attack, but they swap out anyway. They go into the Superior and that's game over. Like, they knew it was game over. I could have went for like 100 energy, go for a Flame Charge, knock them out, get to another Flame Charge against the Steelix. There was nothing they could have done here. This battle I think was a bit annoying, because I think this battle kinda lagged and bugged for me, which is a bit of an annoying thing, but this doesn't mean that we have to give up straight away. What you see here exactly is what I mean with lagging bug. Basically, what I would do here is I would go for the Psychic Fangs. I should have been able to get there in time, but also I would have shielded if there was a CMP tie, which I would have lost. I would have won the CMP tie, by the way, though. I think I have a higher attack stat. And so everything that kind of went up here, it's not how it's supposed to be, and we're in so bad like of a spot here that we should have never been in, that it's kind of ridiculous. And we have to use 2 shields here, which we should have not been, like we didn't really need to use it either, if everything would have went like it's supposed to go. So like, I don't really know, it was quite annoying, but you know what's kind of funny? The opponent stops out here into the Ferrothorn, and this literally wins us the battle. So we're going to be able to go for 2 Faust moves. I know that they're not going to get to a charge move before that. We're going to put them into Formula range for the Superior, and now we have a Fly stored, and we're going to have a Frenzy Plant stored for the opponent's Feraligatr. So yeah, I don't know why they threw the game like this. If they stayed in, I think they mostly had a decent chance of winning this one, but even then I think they most likely would have lost. But yeah, good game there. Even though we had lag against us, we were still able to win this one. Battle Bundle Lead is going to be quite a neutral matchup for our team. This is going to be okay. It's not going to be crazy good. It's not going to be crazy bad. So let's see how this is going to go. We're going to have here the Foul Play coming through, doing some solid damage against us. Let's try to go for another Frenzy Plant here in time, but we see here that we have to go still for another shield. It is going to be the Foul Play coming through from the opponent, and we can now go for the Frenzy Plant, which is going to allow us to get in the damage. We can swap out here. They swap out as well, and they go into the Diggersby, and yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. You actually like saw me run this team before with Seed Bomb on the Morpeko, and I decided against it here. I do think that Seed Bomb is not a great move on Morpeko in the current meta. It is solid in limited metas where you have a lot of Mud Boys, which you had already this season as well. But in this meta, Seed Bomb just doesn't really make too much sense, because even against Pokemon like Diggersby, you barely do damage. You barely do any damage. But at least you're going to be able to get a double debuff here onto the opponent's defense, which is great. And that means also that we have a better chance of farming them down with the Talonflame, which is exactly what we're going to do here. The Scorching Sand is coming through. We go into the Talonflame, and they're very likely going to swap out eventually, because the energy... Oh wait, they actually decided to go for a charge move here. The energy is all going to be resisted, which is going to be great. Scorching Sand barriers any damage. They swap out into the Malamar. They can still go for a charge move, but I'm fairly certain it's going to be just the superpower here. And with this, we're going to have a ton of energy, and let's see what they're going to have in the back. It is going to be a Germnaa, where we can go for a fly, and you might wonder, why do you go for a fly here? You have a grass type in the back. One Frenzy Plant, I don't think does enough damage, but a Frenzy Plant with the fly is going to do enough damage, and with this, we're going to be able to store a fly for also the Digger Speed, which means they have no way of winning this battle, even if they would have been able to farm me down here, which they can't do anyway. And we can move on to the next opponent. I have to say that I feel like that the Superior is currently one of the best leads that you can currently run. We're going to see the swap out here from the opponent to the Dugong, and we can retaliate here now with the Morpeko after getting the shield already with the Frenzy Plant. Getting the shield with the Frenzy Plant is not necessary. You're going to outspeed them with the Morpeko anyway, and you're going to be able to win the matchup with the Morpeko. But at the end of the day, you can get a guaranteed shield, and like I just like to get that kind of stuff. And as you'll see here, the opponent decides actually to use a shield on the Dugong. And they're very likely going to be able to save the Dugong now, because they can go into the Marowak, but what they're also going to have to deal with now is our real Dark coming through against the Marowak, getting them very low, and it's actually not really beneficial for them because you're gonna put them into farm range for a Vine Whip here. So yeah, we're gonna be in a great position with the Superior, getting so much energy that the Dugong doesn't really have any play at all, and it depends on what they have in the back here. Let's see what they're gonna come into. They're gonna go into the Toxapex. I can go up to 2 Frenzy Plants here, which is gonna put them for sure into fly range. I can even take a hit here still on my other Pokemon, but they decide to swap out of here into the Dugong, which is a bit of a tricky one because now Toxapex still has quite a lot of health left, and so it's gonna be a bit of a trickier one. I can still go for the Psychic Fangs here though, but they decide to deny me here by going for a big charge move, and so I have to hope they can still get to 5 fast moves with my Talonflame, that I still can get to a fly here and another fly afterwards, because this is not going to be enough. Let's see, we're gonna be able to do that. We all see here that they're still gonna be able to survive this one. We need to get another Incinerate through. Can we still survive this hit and 2 more fast moves? Yes, we can, and with this, we're going to be able to win the battle and move on to the next opponent, where we're going to see the Wigglytuff against us. That's going to be quite a solid one for us here for sure. We will have the Frenzy Plant coming through here very soon, but actually it's going to be a bit tricky. And if you've seen the video on my girlfriend's channel as well, where we always kind of do some videos together for PvP as well, where we do some live commentary. We did a video there yesterday where I didn't coach her at all, and she played a team, and her team was Wigglytuff double ground. And I was expecting a similar team here, and so I decided to swap out, and it's going to be the Gastrodon as expected. And so we kind of were able to at least bait this Pokemon out, but I expect another ground type in the back, which might be very difficult for our Morpeko to deal with, where we kind of have to win with just the other 2 Pokemon. And so let's see on how this is going to go here. They have sadly Water Pulse. That is going to be so much worse, because if they don't have Water Pulse, I would have been able to realign. They don't have, though, another ground type in the back. They have Talonflame. That is still winnable. I just have to hope that somehow Morpeko can deal with the opponent's Charmer. And here's going to be the Wigglytuff coming in. I can go for the Psychic Fangs here. Can we farm them down afterwards? It's going to be very close. We have now very nice damage coming through here, but I would have not been able to. I go for the Psychic Fangs, but I only have 1 HP left, and this one, I needed to actually farm them down. I would have not been able to do it anyway, and so we're gonna lose this battle here. Good game there. Kind of unfortunate, but we can move on to the next opponent. So, horrible lead for us. We're gonna go for 2 fast moves here with the Superior. Why do we do this? Because now we're going to align that we can get a free fast move in with our own Talonflame. We're always behind energy anyway, but this gives us basically the most amount of energy that we can possibly get here. And maybe the extra 2 fast moves going to help us out later on the Superior. Could be very well the case. But yeah, we're going to have a Toxapex up against us, which is actually okay for us because Fly is still going to chunk quite a bit. And we even reach another move in time, which either gets the KO or gets the shield here. I would assume they're going to go for the shield, exactly. And I can swap out of here. And you might think, why would you do that? At the end of the day, like, I don't care about Superior. It's very likely going to get a light against the opponent's other Pokemon anyway, against the opponent's Talonflame. And at least I can use this one here to sponge some energy, still have my Talonflame around, and actually get some Aerial Aces in against the opponent's Talonflame there as well, which is going to be great. So, another move is coming through, and I can even reach another Aerial Ace, which is absolutely amazing, because like this, we can either force a shield or force Neely the KO. But what we'll see here is I decide to actually use a shield with my own Talonflame, just in case they have a Pokemon in the back that I cannot deal with my Morpeko, and it's going to be sadly the Gastrodon. That is a Pokemon that I cannot deal with both of my Pokemon, kinda. And so I'm forced to catch basically a Body Slam here, which doesn't work out. I have 1 fast move there advantage, but it is sadly just going to be a little bit, yeah, too little too late basically. They have to go for the Earth Power to one-shot me here, but even Body Slam would put me into farmland range. They go for the Earth Power, and I just barely don't reach another fly. I need 5 more energy to win the battle. Well, that's going to be it for this video. This team is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite team to run in the Go Battle League currently, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.